It's George, and I'm back again. After my break, and I couldn't possibly pass up on this one. After this find, I just I have no choice but to run this one. Now, last video I made was April 1st, so April Fools. I'm back again. We're going to get into some weird stuff, but we'll jump right into it. Okay. This right here, this is a fragment off of a rock. It's burned. This is the outer part because it's smooth. That's the outer part because it's got the holes and stuff. It's smooth. And that's the inside. Now this stuff isn't normal. These are not normal rocks. These are broken pieces, fragments. That would have been part of the whole rock. And these things like this, metal. Okay? But it's the same way with everything. I ain't never seen rocks like this. Not in my entire life. But they're as hard as metal. Then there's this one. Now the experts out there should be able to tell me what this is. It's metal, and it's in rock form, and it's burnt. Now this is the stuff that I've been constantly dealing with. This one is a real unique color. It's like a whitish green. But the people wanted the magnet things, okay? Magnet goes right to it. So, my question is, what metal is this color? And there's all this bizarre, funky looking stuff, but it's burnt. Now, whether people want to believe it or not, you know, I don't know what to tell them. But I have a theory. Why some of these rocks are metal, partially metal, and why we got weird different looking fragments. Because they broke off of other pieces, or they were debris from two rocks hitting each other in space. Now, as I went through the one before, I'm going to go through this again, because this is a totally new find, and you're not going to find any rock like this on Earth, because it isn't made on Earth. All right, here we have. This is a picture of what an asteroid is. Now, the reason why I refer to these as small asteroids, the rocks that I'm finding, because of the characteristics on them. But as you'll see, that's a picture of an asteroid and the way it looks in space. This is the way it is in space, okay? Not after it's been through the mesosphere. All right. You keep that picture in mind. Okay, we're going to go to the big rock. This is the big rock that I found. This is sort of like a blackish, bluish on the inside. The brown part is the real old fusion crust. Now, this was buried partially in the creek and partially sticking up. That's why most of this has faded off, but it's light black there. And one of the reasons why I call them mini asteroids is because of the dips in them. You got a dip there. You got a dip there. Same thing here. They're recessed. And it's like another one I showed you, and that's a characteristic in asteroid. But if the outside gets cooked somewhat, or some of the stuff breaks off like a layer of this did, because you can see right here, that was a layer of rock going over the top part of this. If that outside stuff breaks off, you're not going to see what you see on the outside of this rock. You won't, because it's done already broke off. It either broke off or it burned up. Now, the really interesting thing is, we're going to get a good close-up of it. When you come around to this side was buried in the ground. Okay, this side was face down in the ground. You look at this. That is real old fusion crust. Now, because it was in the water and in the ground, it's faded, it's black, but I can revive this to dark black if I pour water on it. And this is what people don't understand. If these have been on the ground a long time, the weather has gotten to them. There's still quite a bit of the fusion crust on it. And you look at here. This is the way it was traveling when it came through. But the really interesting thing is this right here. Whatever this is composed of, it melted partially in just this area. Okay, the whole rock isn't like that. Just this area. Which means this area was coming through first. They get the most heat, and then this stuff melts, and then it goes backward. That's how you get your flow lines and your drip lines, is stuff like this. And this is almost, I could have swore it was concrete, but it's not. It's part of the rock, and it melted. This whole front, this started to break up. This broke off. This piece broke off. It was either collision or it came off coming through. But this rock is extremely heavy. Very heavy. I have a hard time lifting it myself, and I can lift quite a bit. But I've never seen anything like this the whole time I've been on Earth. And you wanted magnetic. You wanted magnetic. Okay, here, we put the magnet up there. You can hear the magnet bang against the rock. You know, I don't know what else to tell people. And this is a big magnet. But this is what I'm going through. Now, why these rocks are all highly magnetic, I can only speculate. But what the inside is made of on this, I'm just not sure. It's real bizarre. This is either black fusion crust or something, and this is like a blue. Anyways, if a rock is composed of this, okay, there's something wrong. And this is what I'm trying to make people aware of. There's something wrong here. Okay, this made it through. Okay? And the only thing conclusion that I can come to is that the mesosphere got polluted, the temperature dropped, and these things had a hard time catching fire and burning up. But the composition of them, if it requires a higher temperature to melt, and it's going through at a lower temperature, it isn't going to melt. Now, I've showed you what I found. If people out there just want to continue to just, brush me off, blow me off, hey, that's fine. But later down the road, don't be the Dwayne Robinson from Nakatomi Plaza who got butt fucked on YouTube because I put this shit out here. I put it out here. And nobody even really, we'll spend $100 billion and we'll go to Mars and try to bring back a sample when we may already have samples here on Earth. Now, I really don't know what else to say, but this is not normal. And that's all I can say for this video. I may make another one, depending upon what I'm finding. I'm in a area that's coming up with weird things. All this stuff I found in the same area. But I take it a section at a time, and work my way down. And I'm telling you, if something like this hits your house is gone. Plain and simple. And I'd really hate to see what one twice the size of this weighs and would actually do to something. This is real time, like you see in the meteor movies and Armageddon shit. If this stuff doesn't burn up, it's going to make a hell of an impact. Almost like dropping a bomb. But it's okay, like I said. People don't have to believe. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm just reporting what I'm finding. And what I'm finding points to what I've been saying all along. And we'll call it that.